Hello, you guys. Good evening. I am back on. I wanted to talk about. I told y'all I was gonna come back on and talk about OJ Simpson, child. I'm still gonna do a great tribute to OJ. Okay, I'm still gonna do a great tribute because my heart was broken when I found out that OJ had died. Okay, but I'm gonna start giving people the opportunities to start coming into the room. Okay. I'm gonna give everybody the opportunity to start coming in. We're gonna talk about P. Diddy and we're going to talk about OJ Simpson, okay? And I'm not gonna I said I was gonna do I'm gonna do a tribute to OJ because y'all know how I felt about OJ, okay? I felt a way about him. Um, but I'm still gonna talk about him tonight. So I'm gonna wait for people to start getting the notifications. For some reason, a lot of people started telling me that they started getting the notifications like after. Okay, they started getting notifications after I had gone off. So that's just kind of weird within itself. So I'm gonna let you all start coming into the room. That's right. Hey TNC, yeah, rest in peace to OJ. I love OJ. My notifications are not getting sent out. You know how I know? Because normally I have a notification to come through, and it didn't come through on my phone showing that I'm live, and it didn't come through. So my notifications are not being sent out. We'll wait and give some more people the opportunity though to start getting them. I'm gonna first talk about P. Diddy gets a lawsuit dropped against him. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Okay, make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And also I'm gonna open the phone lines up so that when I get through, so that people can start calling in, talking about keeping it on subject though, about P. Diddy, about OJ Simpson. Okay. I wanted to talk about P. Diddy got a lawsuit dropped against him. Now, this was the nanny, right? This lady was a nanny of his, and she said that allegedly he had fired her because she was wrongfully terminated because she had gotten pregnant. She was the nanny for his daughters, and allegedly he had asked her to move in with her, but when she got pregnant, okay, she's saying that what he did was he wrongly terminated her. She said that he wrongly terminated her. Okay, so um, yeah, Sean Combs' former nanny drops wrongful lawsuit. Hold on. I feel like I need to wait for more people to start coming in because, like, I ain't even got my notification yet. Okay. I hadn't even got my notification yet. Okay, here it is. It says Sean Combs' former nanny has dropped her lawsuit against her for wrongful termination. The plaintiff, Raven Wells Walden, sued the Bad Boys record founder in 2022. Combs, 54, is pictured with 17-year-old daughters, Delilah, Chance, and Jesse. Walls Walden claimed Combs fired her for being an unwed mother, which set a bad example, he says, for his twin daughters. Wells Walden became a full-time nanny after her boss, Kim Porter, died of pneumonia on November 15, 2018. In court documents, Walden described herself as a niece-like figure to Porter. She was hired as Porter's personal assistant and to help as a nanny. The day after Porter died, Combs asked Wells Walden to move into his estate and work as full-time nanny to his then 11-year-old twins. Combs fired Walden in January of 2021 because she was pregnant and unmarried. Combs described the lawsuit as meritless shakedown. Okay, it says the court papers does not indicate if a financial settlement was reached, but it says that she then dismissed her lawsuits with prejudice, which means that she cannot refile the lawsuit. Okay. Hey Tyranny, hey Aaron, hey Lucille. So why she dropped the lawsuit, you guys, it makes me think with her dropping that lawsuit like that, it makes me feel like that, hey, maybe she is he paid her off. Okay, let's not act like Diddy is not paying people off. Okay, he did pay Cassie off. We know that was a um you know they didn't say how much he paid her. She asked for $33 million. I don't think she got 33 million. You asked for 33 million, she probably got something like 15 or 16 million dollars. This person has dropped their lawsuit. Okay. I'm sure that she was paid off. If she dropped it, she dropped it with prejudice, which means she cannot pick the lawsuit back up or file another lawsuit against him. So it's making me believe that he paid her off up under the table. Okay. So what he started doing is he started paying people off because he definitely has bigger fish to fry. I was looking at the other day this video with these lawyers on there. They're lawyers. One of them was a retired federal prosecutor. He says that when you are looking at criminal charges and people file civil charges against you, he says that when you go for your criminal charges, if they win civilly in court, you basically almost will lose in criminal. You lose, as far as the criminal situation is involved. So I'm sure his lawyers are telling him to go ahead and start, doing whatever it is to start negotiating and stuff like that. Hey, positive vibes to get some of these people paid off so that he won't have issues if they go to criminal court. Me personally, I believe that he is kind of submitting behind the scenes. That's what I believe. Hey, Big True That. I believe that he is kind of submitting behind the scenes and he's trying to work out something, right? So that hey, he can get some of these people paid off, right? I believe that's exactly what he is doing. And I think whoever it is that he was having issues with, I think he started to submit so a lot of this stuff can be lifted because they probably got a lot of the judges and stuff in their pockets. Hey, I think they've spanked him. He's tired of the spankings, and he's gonna fall back in line and probably stay in his place. Okay. And we all know what his place is. Okay. What they feel like his place is, and that is to make sure that he keep doing what he was doing as far as in the Black community. And child, that's about it. Okay. And that's about it. But yeah, I wasn't surprised because I was looking at some more stuff, you guys. And they was talking about he didn't seem worried. And when they was talking about the other young man, the judge was pretty hard on him and his lawyer and stuff. I said, okay, so I believe, he must be working out some stuff in the background with whoever it was that he made mad, because it's pretty obvious that, the bigger entity you are, hey, you have a lot of these people oftentimes in your back pocket. Okay. So, child, that's one lawsuit that's dropped, but they did not say if he paid her off or not. And I'm sure in order to drop that lawsuit, he did pay her off. I'm sure he paid her off. Okay. I'm sure that he did. Okay. But let's get on to talking about OJ Simpson. Okay. Now, OJ Simpson is he lost his battle with cancer. Now, when they asked OJ Simpson about if he had cancer or whatever, OJ Simpson, this is one of the pictures that he took in 2021 when people were saying that OJ Simpson looked sick. He had lost a lot of weight. and that he was silently battling with cancer. Okay, that he was silently battling with cancer and all of that good stuff. Okay, so well, all of that bad stuff, it ain't all that good stuff. He denied it, but OJ Simpson stayed on social media. You guys, he was on social media, he was talking about sports and stuff. And I have to say, I was one of the ones that was definitely very much involved in the OJ Simpson's case, right? Like I was very fascinated with OJ and what he had going on. I never believed that OJ Simpson had taken his wife out. I always believed that OJ Simpson um I always believe that OJ Simpson was set up. Okay. I will always believe that OJ Simpson was set up. I will always believe that he was set up. And like I said, I was like in grade, so I was like in junior high school, and I was very interested in that trial. Like I would record it, I would go in the library on my lunch and look at it. And I saw just even then as a preteen or whatever, that it was a lot of things that they was doing in that case, right? That was whereas they was trying to set OJ up. And because I was so interested in it, I read all of the books and all of that. And I kind of was able to. There was also some more LAPD investigators, you guys, who was on the case that was going in the right direction. They was quickly pulled off of the case because they was going in the right direction. They had wanted to set OJ up. Those retired LAPD officers retired. Most officers, when they retire, they become like private investigators and stuff like that. And they actually did interviews talking about OJ Simpson had been set up, and when it was going in the right direction of what had actually happened to Nicole, they was pulled off of the case. They knew early on they had gotten in, um, had gotten on a trail that was completely different than the narrative that they was trying to push as it relates to OJ Simpson. Nicole, there was actually a murder for hire on her 6 months before she was taken out. And according to these private investigators that was once LAPD officers, they found the man who was hired to take her out. The man actually gave an interview, and it was Robert Kardashian, who she was, unbeknownst to OJ Simpson, which is Kim Kardashian's and them father, she was having an affair with. He hired this man to follow her, and then he wanted to hire the man. He hired the man to take her out. The man said in the interview he took the money and ran off with the money because he felt like they was going to, after he took her out, he felt like they was going to try to take him out. Okay. He said, hey, I knew all of that, right? The guy even he started this little article. They ended up killing him too. They ended up killing him later on. But hey, listen, I believe when they sent OJ Simpson to jail, now nobody has ever gone to jail. The man didn't even have a weapon. They gave him 9 years in jail. And I believe when he went to jail, that's when he got sick. Okay. I believe when he went to jail, that's exactly when he got sick. Because he got out in 2019 or something like that. He gets out in 2019, and then we see, right, that he's no longer here with us. He's no longer here with us. So I mean, he lived 76 years. People talk about, well, OJ Simpson liked the white women, but child, hey, listen, I can't get mad at nobody because of whatever his preference is. I think OJ Simpson, like so many people, I read his book in my book club and everything. Read his book. OJ Simpson talked about how he was in shock because he didn't know, he was so out of touch because they had pulled him in because he was such a good athlete. They made him think that he was one of them. And OJ Simpson said he didn't even know that racism was that bad until that situation happened with Nicole. He was, at that time, he was like 45 years old. So damn well OJ was out of touch. And he came up way when, before he wasn't even going to school with white folks. hell when he was little. So you know he was out of touch. They really chewed him up and spit him out, but they definitely messed up. It was his legacy that they was after. And that's what they got, his legacy, because they wanted to set him up, and they did. Folks can say what they want to. OJ did not kill that woman. I believe what that hitman said. Okay, that because Nicole was having an affair with Marcus Allen, which was one of OJ's best friends. So why wouldn't she have an affair with Robert Kardashian? Shit. And I'm not trying to spit on the lady's legacy or anything like that, but hey, I hate that happened. It never should have happened. She died in a heinous way. I hate that happened to Ron, but I just hate they put that on OJ. I cried because y'all know I liked OJ. I liked him a lot. And that was, and you know what made me, because OJ used to lay on Twitter all day. And I was saying, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to OJ Simpson because I'm ready to do an interview, okay, with him. I'm ready to do an interview with him, and they done killed him. They gave him that, don't child, it's a lot of stuff I can't say on here. Hold on. And now he's dead. I hate that. Hold on, y'all. Let's see something. This right here goes back to where were you at when this took place, right?
So you can take all
I know
the
where
pics.
I was at. I was sitting in my
iPhone
great
in any
aunt's house.
condition and
I
get
had
iPhone
just
15
gotten
Pro
out of
on us.
school,
Only on
and I
Verizon.
ran home because they said that the verdict.
Angeles County 2 children.
As you can see, into his bag.
That Mr. Simpson.
Y'all, hold on one second. They made all kinds of stories out of the man's life. They stripped his legacy away from him. Hey. Hold on for a second. And then because he was acquitted, they turned around and put him in jail for 9 years. Hell, they don't let hardcore, they don't keep hardcore murderers for 9 years. Hell. Hold on, y'all.
Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section.
Okay, y'all. You see that man that's standing in front of OJ? That's Kim Kardashian's and them father. That's the man that they said set OJ up and actually was having an affair with Nicole and wanted Nicole dead because they was into a whole lot of stuff. They said now OJ wasn't innocent because he said started getting into a lot of stuff as it relates to the mobster world. There was pornography and he was investing his money into stuff like that, but this man right here wanted a gone because he was in love with her. Look at his face when they read the verdict, y'all.
Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187.
Now, if you look at Robert Kardashian, he looking at, I can't believe that they just let this nigga go. He closed his eyes like, what? He was in disbelief.
Of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information. Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the State of California versus Orenthal James Simpson.
They did the same
we,
thing.
the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, further find the special circumstance that the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, has in this case been convicted of at least one crime of murder of the first degree and one or more crimes of murder of the first or second degree to be not true. signed this second day of October 1995, Juror 230. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this your verdict? So say you one, so say you all.
All right, counsel, Mr. Simpson, would you be seated, please? Let's have it quiet in the courtroom, please.
I think they were all
All right,
swingers.
Mrs. Robertson, would you please poll the jurors?
Juror number one, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number two, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number three, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number four, as to count one, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number five, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number six, as to count one, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number seven, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number eight, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number nine, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number 10, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number 11, as to count one, is this your verdict? Juror number 12, as to count one, is this your verdict?
Now, let me just say this. I read everybody's book. So after the trial was over, everybody wrote a book. One of the reasons I love Johnnie Cochran, and I was a teenager, I read his book, A Journey to Justice. Even then, it was extremely inspirational. He was very suave and smooth. One of the reasons that O.J. Simpson was able to win that case also is because Chris Darden, the prosecutor, the black guy, Johnnie Cochran almost gave him a damn nervous breakdown. He had to go check his stuff into the crazy house. After that, he said that Johnnie Cochran tricked him into having O.J. Simpson to try those gloves on. Let me show y'all. He said Johnnie Cochran came to him and said, since you say you got your case, since you say y'all got y'all's case airtight, I dare you to have my client to try on that glove. And he said that Marsha Clark and them has already said we're not going to have OJ to try on the gloves. He says when OJ tried on those gloves, he did not tell Marsha Clark and them that they was going to do it. He was going to do that. They did not talk to him for weeks. He said Johnnie Cochran tricked him into doing it. And OJ Simpson, he said OJ Simpson put on an Academy Award winning act when he was trying to put those gloves on right. Hold on. Y'all know I know everything because I read all the books. I looked at the trial every damn day, and I wish we still had the VCR tapes because we recorded it when I was in school. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
Formula of natural origin, powered by organic Harungana, as effective as retinol.
That's People 77.
Y'all look at how Johnnie Cochran smirking.
Handing Mr. Simpson the left glove for marking him.
That's People 77. All right.
Y'all see the damn glove don't fit his hand for real.
Having a problem placing the glove on his hand.
Sustained.
Whoever had those gloves on had short fingers. And they went there to kill him because why else would they have gloves on?
This is People's 164A. Is that the right hand glove?
Yes.
All right. right, Deputy Jax, would you just take a step back, please? Thank you.
I don't blame OJ. I would have did the same damn thing. But anyways, it's obvious though that the gloves, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Okay, that's Johnny Cochran saying, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And the glove didn't fit. So we saw that the glove did not fit. That's right. They should have asked Kardashian to try them on. Okay. OJ Simpson was y'all see how handsome OJ Simpson was? Hell, I had a damn crush on him as a little girl. So he was tall, he was handsome. The women said he smelled just like naturally like vanilla. Okay, that was his natural body tone. Okay, and chemistry. And so, because I read his girlfriend's book too, the other woman. I read her book. She was talking about that too. And so he said that Johnny Cochran caused him to have a nervous breakdown. He went and checked himself into the crazy house after OJ's case was over. And so even then, you know, when me being in junior high school, I knew that OJ Simpson didn't do that because they went and they remember the socks that they had on the carpet. They said that he had blood and stuff on the socks. Well, they planted the blood in the socks because I remember watching it, and Johnny Cochran made this point. He said, now, if he had blood on his socks, Nicole's blood on the socks, why was the blood going all the way through the socks to the other side? He said it shouldn't have been blood on both sides. If it was a leg in the damn sock. I always remembered that point, and that was the truth. They had the bloody socks laying on his floor in front of his bed, and the blood went clean through the socks, and his legs were supposed to be in the socks. So we already know that, you know, they planted that evidence, but you know, they couldn't get in one way, so they tried to strip him of his resources, a lot of his resources. So he went and lived in Florida so that they could not mess with his pension, because he was getting like $20,000 a month. So that pension they could not touch. They took his house. You still got Ron Goldman's daddy, who, Lord forgive me, because I Lord knows I almost said something real bad about him. But God help my tongue, because I almost said he should have been dead, but that would be evil to say. So I'm not gonna say that, because you know, he was sitting up hollering about, crying about his son, talking about he hate OJ, he want to kill him and all that. He wasn't even in his son's life, right? But they all came up off the back of OJ, okay? When they know damn well that OJ did not kill that woman. OJ took care of Nicole's family. What pissed me off, they was talking about, you know, she was a battered woman. They saw what OJ was doing to Nicole. Well, then how come they didn't get their sister away from him when he was paying tuition? He was buying them houses when he should have been taking care of his own damn family, but he wasn't doing that. He was taking care of her family, paying their tuition, buying them houses in Orange County, in the suburbs, giving them jobs, connecting them with people so that they could start businesses. How come, if he was such a monster, they was not getting Nicole away from him? They waited till all of that stuff happened, and then turned around and started talking about how they hated him and how he was a monster, right? Okay, so that's how they do. Okay, that's how they do. Straight to the point says, sports and entertainment says he put the money in a trust. You never heard his children, Nicole's children, who they said they heard, you know, their mother crying and stuff. The night that it happened, they heard their mother crying, and it was not their dad, it was her friend that was there at the house. Okay. So I'm going to start taking calls. If you guys want to call in, you could definitely call in. We're talking about P. Diddy, and we're talking about OJ Simpson. Okay. And I'm still going to do a video I'm going to do a video on OJ Simpson, but you know, I got to take time and put it together, because I feel like OJ deserves because they have slanted and destroyed his legacy so much. Okay, I'm not gonna hold it against him that he liked white women. Okay, we know he loved the white women. Okay, but O.J. Simpson was a great athlete. They stripped him of his legacy. I'm not saying that he was innocent. I'm just saying they was wrong for how they did him, and and I liked O.J. Simpson. Okay, I want to show y'all something else right quick. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all this because I want y'all to know that O.J. Simpson. Shouting, everybody already started with the videos. They sitting up talking about. They might have took it down. They talk Chris Jenner, not Chris Jenner, but Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner. Okay. Set up and said good riddance or something. Talking bad about O.J. Simpson. You talking about a man that was an athlete, and O.J. Simpson, when they asked him about Bruce Jenner going and having the change and everything like that, O.J. said, well, hey, if he want to die an old woman and not an old man, who am I to say anything about him? Okay, that I heard O.J. say that when they asked him about him. But Bruce Jenner, who went and got his damn Woody Woodpecker cut off, and he's sitting up looking like an ugly woman. He got the nerve to try and judge O.J., and disrespecting the man and his death. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find that. Y'all, they took the video down. Hold on. They took that video down because they want to destroy his. O.J. Simpson is not guilty. I wish I could find it. They've taken it down. I can't find it anymore. Hold on. So this is how they wanted the man to be when he was first at his arraignment. This is not what I was looking for, but this is when they first, he was first arrested. He went to his arraignment. He was on the brink of suicide. See, they wanted to look.
Mr. Lorenthal James Simpson, is that your true name, sir?
Yes.
You're charged in this complaint in case number BA097211 in count 1, that on or about June 12, 1994 in the county of Los Angeles, you committed the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, in that you did willfully and unlawfully and with malice aforethought murder Nicole Brown Simpson. It is further alleged that in the commission and attempted commission of this offense, that you did personally use a deadly and dangerous weapon. You did use a deadly.
Next 10 days is provided by law.
All right, the not guilty plea will be entered. The case will be set for preliminary.
Your Honor, at this time, we would.
Within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2A3. Mr. Simpson, do you understand the charges as I read them to you?
Yes.
And have you discussed those charges with your lawyer, sir?
Yes.
At this time, do you wish to enter a plea guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Y'all see how broken that man was. Y'all see how broken he was. That pisses me off. Like they whatever it was that they was mad at him. Well, it was Robert Kardashian. And it's funny because right after that he croaked over. Okay, he turned around and he croaked out. Like shortly after that, it took him down. He went ahead and croaked on over. And he should have been dead. Lord forgive me for saying it. It slipped out. But when people do evil stuff like that, when they do evil stuff to people, it pisses me off. Hold on, you guys. Let me But that's how they had him broken. You could tell. Oh, here go Johnny Cochran, y'all. I love Johnny Cochran. I love him.
It's only a kick.
I was thinking
Y'all, this is the famous closing
last
argument.
night about this case and their theory and how it didn't make any sense and how it didn't fit and how something is wrong.
And as a
It
little
occurred to me
girl,
how
I
they were
fell
gonna
in love with him
come here and
after this
stand up here and tell
argument.
you how O.J. Simpson was going to disguise himself. Was going to put on a knit cap and some dark clothes, and he was going to get in his white Bronco and this recognizable person and go over and kill his wife. That's what they want you to believe. That's how silly their argument is. And I said to myself, maybe I can demonstrate this graphically. Let me show you something. This is a knit cap. I'm going to put this knit cap on. And you've been seeing me for a year. If I put this knit cap on, who am I? I'm still Johnny Cochran with a knit cap. And if you look at O.J. Simpson over there, and he has a rather large head, O.J. Simpson in a knit cap from 2 blocks away is still O.J. Simpson. It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. It reminded me that there was testimony early on that Detective Lang had refused basically to pick up a knit cap inside the Brown residence that was shown to him, I think, by some of the lawyers and one of the investigators on that date, because he's a fairly common. But they don't really disguise anybody who's noticeable, do they? And although I was the guinea pig here this afternoon, if you were to put a knit cap on, how's that going to disguise you? We've been together. I'd know your face anywhere now, and you'd know mine. And the people in Brentwood, in West Los Angeles, would know O.J. Simpson. They know his car. They know him. That's where he lives. Even the prosecutors say he's so famous that he can't go anywhere where he wouldn't be recognized.
Wow. They said that they're going to ask his family for his brain. So when he went to jail, they gave them the opportunity to, y'all pay close attention to, like, when people go to jail, certain ones, especially when they're high profile and they have a expiration date. It's like sometimes they don't live long after they get out, because we see how they do people in these prisons, right? We were seeing that what was going on down in Mississippi when they get sick or they don't come home no more. They die in jail from some type of ailment that just came on, instantly. Or when they get out, they have some type of ailment and they're not around long after that. So I think they did something to him when he went to prison. That's why they sent him there for 9 years to make sure when he got out, he was good and sick. And he's been out, I forget when they said he got out, like in 18, something like that. So he didn't stay around long, because first of all, how you to put a man in jail for 9 years for what they say OJ was in jail for? They don't even give some of these murderers 9 years. Okay. But you give him 9 years for that crazy stuff, so hey, rest in peace to OJ Simpson. And hey, I stand on that. Y'all know how I am. When I believe something, I don't change. That's just how I am. Nobody can change how I feel about it, because I've looked into it to feel that way. It's not based on just emotion. I looked at the OJ Simpson trial every single day. I read all of the books, so I know that OJ Simpson was set up, right? So that's not going to change. When people was talking about, well, OJ guilty, I said, well, that's your damn opinion, because he wasn't. To me, as from what I can see, he wasn't. So I'm definitely going to do a video on OJ tomorrow, okay? Because I want for people to see how I got to put together how they set that man up. And it's happening to, I remember when I was in college, in my criminal justice class, one of my criminal justice classes, I remember my teacher had said, that was a lawyer, right? My teacher said it is better to allow 10 guilty men to go free than to convict one innocent man. So it's better to open up the jail and let 10 guilty men out than to mess up the life of one innocent man who did not commit a crime and force him to go sit in jail. And I absolutely 100% agree with that. And it is happening every single day, right? It's happening every single day. I know people be thinking I be wanting to see everybody in jail. I be wanting to see people who are committing bad offenses against people in jail. You know, I don't be wanting to see them die and stuff. I know I be talking crazy and stuff to my, oh, they just, you know, I got to stop saying that, but I don't. I be wanting to, I believe in justice, right? I don't believe in people getting slaughtered and stuff in the street, but I definitely don't be wanting to see innocent people in jail. And I'm the type, like, if somebody goes to jail, if they go to trial for a situation, and even if they got off on another situation, they convict them for a separate crime that they did not commit, I don't think they should go to jail for that, because that's not the crime that's at hand, right? So anyways, y'all, yeah, rest in peace to OJ Simpson. Y'all, the lines are open. If anybody want to call in, y'all can call in. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. He said the man wasn't even cold yet. Yep. Keep hitting the, yes, you guys, keep hitting the like button. Keep hitting the like button. I know a lot of people, you know, did not care for OJ Simpson, but I definitely was one of those ones that love OJ Simpson. In my book club recently, y'all, didn't we? The first book that we read was OJ Simpson's book. Johnny Cochran died of brain cancer. And they were saying that they did something to him after the OJ Simpson's trial. Hey, I believe it. But you know, they said that Johnny Cochran was getting people together. He had taken that lawsuit to fight the US about getting African American reparations. And then shortly after that, he ended up with brain cancer. I can't believe that. So yeah, he should still be here. Johnny Cochran, it seems like, because I remember Johnny Cochran having a show on CNN and all of that. He was just so sharp. He was just a sharp man. I'm talking about as far as his brain and stuff. Like, he was very smart. Hey, Diane. What is going on? Yeah, but rest in peace to OJ Simpson, y'all. Like I said, I hated that. I was just in shock. Okay. It's a lot of people are that's saying that they do not get the notifications. Hey, some people was coming in and saying that earlier when my show, I ended my live, that's when they started getting the notifications. So yeah, it's definitely something going on with the notifications. People are not getting. Listen, hey, I have the notifications on for my other channel, for this channel, and normally the notification comes through to let me know that, you know, that I'm live on this channel. I have not gotten the notification yet, so they definitely thrown off, because I still haven't gotten the notification that I'm on. Yep. Like I said, anybody that want to call in can call in. We're talking about OJ Simpson and we're talking about Puffy. We're not going to stay on too long. I felt like I had to say something as it relates to OJ Simpson, because I mean, I know a lot of people, because you know, I've heard some black people say that they felt OJ Simpson was guilty, but he's not guilty. He was not guilty. He was not. They set OJ Simpson up. Okay, they definitely set him up, and I hate that. Right, he was healthy. OJ was doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, they said that a friend had let him live in a house in Vegas because when he went to jail, he was in Vegas, and I think when he got out, he had to stay in Vegas or something like that. So a friend allowed him to stay in a house of theirs in Vegas. I mean, a mansion of theirs. So they might have had them to set him up, and they had the opportunity to put chemicals and stuff. Like, I don't be trusting these people. I think OJ Simpson was too trusting of them. Yeah, that happened to me after the live went off. Right. People were saying after my live went off, that's when they got the notifications. So they really done they've thrown my lives off, child. It's something going on. Um anyway, yeah, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you all wanted to call in, I felt the need to get on here and talk about OJ. But like I said, I am gonna upload a video. It's gonna take a little time to finish it because I wanted to pay tribute to OJ. I know a lot of people might think that's crazy. Why would you want to pay tribute to OJ? Because I feel like they destroyed that man's legacy. And then they turn around and done killed him. If you ask me, they've killed him. So I hate that so much as it relates to OJ Simpson. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, Bruce, that's what I was gonna say. How Bruce Jenner um gonna sit up and disrespect the man in his death like that when he done went and laid on the table and got his damn wingama thing chopped off and flatted out to be a vagina and sewn onto his crotch. And that's one, anyways. And he ugly as a woman. So I think Bruce Jenner should have just be quiet. Leo says it's a video going around on IG with OJ denying about being in hospice just back in February of this year. And right, he was denying it. He was saying he wasn't, but he was posting on Twitter, y'all, like every day. Let me see if I could find his Twitter. They sure killed him. Well, he was talking about sports on social media a lot. Maybe it was Instagram. Oh, wow. You got all of these damn folks talking about OJ Simpson dying is turning into a celebration. How sick is that? How come Ron Goldman dad ain't dead? Oh, I mean, it's just it's sad because they knew that man didn't do that, but they went along with it. And Nicole's sisters, as far as I'm damn concerned, hell. I hate to say it, but something just don't sit right with me about Are you talking about, do you think he did, or are you saying you think somebody did something to him? Y'all know it's a damn shame that Remy, um, hey, keeping it real with Roro, that Remy sleeps during the day and then she keeps me up at night with them damn hollering ass babies she got. I have to be up at night and she be crying and I have to go in there with her and stuff and help her with them puppies. Over in the middle of the night, she barking and crying because them puppies are crying and stuff. And then now they sleep. And when I get ready to go to sleep, she'll be up with the puppies. I think somebody did something to him too, Leo. I do. I think somebody did something to him. Hey, Letitia. I think somebody did something to OJ. Rest in peace to OJ Simpson. You know, Miss Tamara, how much are you selling them for? Reach out to me, Roro, on Real Talk with Tamara Facebook, and I'll tell you. Y'all, they are so. I was like, I think I'm gonna be hurt for them to leave me because they are so beautiful. They so fat. They so fat. Oh my God, they are so, and they're getting so big. They'll be 2 weeks on Sunday, and y'all should see how fat they are. Oh my God, they like to drink milk out of, and you should hear them when they drinking milk. They sound like a real baby. They be saying, you know, like the baby sound, like when you would breastfeed your children or you giving them bottles and stuff. They sound just like the babies. They eat just like real babies. It's just amazing to me. Like they have to be burped and all of that. I said, "Oh my God, this is just something." And then she's just really maternal. Like when they start crying, if she's out of the cage, she'll run back there and get in the cage with them. You know, she is she she let me pick them up and stuff, but they are so cute. Um, um, one of them is a girl. See, I didn't know. I thought the other girl, died, and her little, I think they call it a vulva or something. I thought it was a penis was sticking out, but come to find out it's a girl. Cause I was looking, I said her little penis is down real low. I hope she ain't, I thought it was a boy. I was like, his little penis down real low. I hope he ain't deformed. But come to find out it's a girl. That's her little vagina. I am keeping her. Her name is Rainbow. I changed her name to Rainbow. So thus far, they got names. One of them came out just like Riley. Riley is a teacup Yorkie. And would you believe that one of them came out a teacup? Out of all of them, we got one, and I call him Ranger. He came out a teacup Yorkie, just like Riley. Remy is a standard size Yorkie. Riley is a teacup Yorkie. And I remember asking the doctor, I was like, so with him being a teacup Yorkie and her being a standard size Yorkie, what size are they going to be? She was like, well, don't be surprised. They could all come out like him, teacup. Don't be surprised if you have all teacups, but more than likely they'll probably be standard, but don't be surprised if you have some teacup Yorkies. And one of them definitely came out a teacup Yorkie. He is so small, but he is so fat. Yes, Yorkies are adorable. I was like, Lord, how am I gonna sell my puppies? Because I love them already. I like to go in there. I go in there and sit with her and stuff, and I'll be holding them. And they cries like if I pick them up, ooh, child. They'll let me hold them for a minute, but they start missing their mama. They start crying like real babies. They said Jamie Foxx made it out, but not OJ. Yep, isn't that something? I tell you. I'm new to you, says Jamie Foxx. Yeah. But anyways, you guys. Hey, I really hate that, as it relates to OJ. I guess nobody wants to call in to talk about OJ, child. Wait a minute. I might have my notifications off. Because I turns that, hold on. I be turning it off when I'm not using it. So somebody might have probably did try and call in. Okay. I did have it all. Okay, you guys. Um Hey, thanks for calling Real Talk with Tamara. Can I help you? Are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss T. Miss T, this is Letitia Moore-Green calling in.
Hey,
Can you
Letitia.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sweetie, I'm glad, Miss T. I just want to tell you that you're such an awesome lady.
Thank you.
And I wanted you to know I've been with you. I found your channel last June, and I subscribed right away. And I did have a point about O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
It seems all of our Black kings are living their lives. And once they decide that they want particular white urine people to take their hands out of their pockets, our Black kings get set up.
I agree.
And their legacies are destroyed.
I agree.
And they are all meeting this demise just like dogs.
I agree.
And I heard someone say about O.J. Simpson, how prolific his case was to our country, that it was the most prolific, but also at the same time, so is dogs.
I agree.
And dogs is pivotal because we have to do better once we get resolved for why they did dogs the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to say, like here in Rochester, New York, where I live, they bump Dolph's music in the clubs. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like Dolph is still here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we love him up here in New York State. I have family down there in Memphis, and so I feel connected to you.
Well, thank you.
You know, my family always asks, "Oh, how you know so much about what's going on down here?" But I won't hold the time. But
Well, I will
feel
say
that I
this
also was
with
an O.J. Simpson fan, and he really got done wrong.
yeah, they did
Just
him
like
dirty. Even though I
it's
believe
a habitual thing now.
if you look at it, even though I believe Puffy did a lot of those things, this is what when they get mad at you is you see what they did to OJ in 1990. What that was 1993. They're still kind of doing the same things. When they get mad, they enable you, and then when they get mad, look at what they did to R. Kelly. They knew that R. Kelly had some issues, but they enabled him until he wanted them to take their hands out of his pocket. And so now all of the scandals come out. And that's why I say, even, though I feel like when people do wrong, there has to be some repercussions. It's still a travesty of justice until we start getting the enablers, the people that have the power to enable this stuff. So it's still a travesty of justice. And as far as Young Dolph is concerned, Young Dolph was assassinated because of jealousy. Okay. That to me will never be understandable. Just taking a man out because you want to take him away from everything that he worked for. And I think that's one of the reasons why you see so many adults, especially around our age, that have children. Even though Young Dolph at the time was 36 years old, he was still a young man. It represents so much more because we have children and grandchildren and stuff that are coming up. There has to be justice. It has to be called out. It has to be called to the table because this cannot be made a habit of taking black men out just because you are jealous. So we're gonna go ahead and take him out and kill him because we have a issue, or because he said something that I don't like because I'm jealous of him. Because if Young Dolph was not having motion, as they say, he would still be alive. But because he was actually having motion, there was a lot of jealous, and it sparked emotion, and emotion that wanted to see him gone, and they didn't stop until they did it.
That's right. But let's see, I want to give someone else a chance. I just want to tell you that you're an awesome lady. Stand firm always. God bless you, sweetie. And I hope to talk to you again.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, if you would like to, like I said, if you all would like to call in, the number is on the screen. The number is on the screen. You could definitely call in. We're talking about O.J. Simpson, and we're talking about I talked about Diddy. A lady, one of the nannies has dropped a lawsuit against Diddy. Okay, and I kind of think he paid her off. Yeah, I kind of think that he paid her off. Yep. Yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Okay, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, okay? Mm. Hold on, you guys. I'm looking at something. It says 50 likes and 44 viewing. You guys hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, okay? Well, yeah, you guys, like I said, O.J. Simpson's case was definitely one of those ones that I was always extremely interested in. Okay, I was always very interested in, and yeah. I wanted to go to the members tonight, but I think I'm going to I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Something that I had wanted to put out in the members. I think I'll save that for tomorrow because I was initially going to go in there and talk about some stuff today. Earlier today, but I kind of got thrown off. But I would definitely talk about it tomorrow. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I was on a little. Be right back. Let me see what Cypress think about now. What? Mm. You know, I don't. Somebody was talking about what, and I don't have issues with what people promote on their channel. I've never had any issues with what people promote on their channel. Um, but I keep hearing everybody talking about the back door. Okay, and I don't really know what folks are trying to promote. I just know I don't promote the back door on this channel. Okay, because I don't believe that there is a back door as it relates to anything. If straight dropping them was going to promote a back door, I mean, they already been telling. How come they had not been told? If anybody that was affiliated with Young Dolph had backdoor Young Dolph with the way that them niggas been telling, and as jealous as they was of them dudes, how come they hadn't been said anything? That's one of the first things that they would have told. So you won't. I will not be talking about a backdoor on my channel because I feel like that is a scheme that has been concocted to try and promote the Young Dolph's artist, okay, has had something to do with it. If I believe that Young Dolph's artist has something to do with it, that means that CMG didn't have anything to do with it. And I don't believe that Young Dolph's artist had anything to do with it. I believe, as I've said from day one, that CMG artists had everything to do with what happened to Young Dolph. So I'm not going to take the energy off of CMG, okay, because it started with Gotti, and as I always said, and it's gonna end with Gotti. Gotti had something to do with what happened to Young Dolph. That's what I've been saying from day one. I'm not gonna change. Fuck Gotti. I don't give a damn about Gotti. Okay, I don't give a damn about Gotti because Gotti has never given a damn about Memphis. And I hate to be like that, but he's never given a damn about Memphis. Now I hate what happened to his brother. But I don't care enough about Gotti to get up here and try and protect Gotti. I never have and I never will. I've never tried to protect anybody because it has always been about getting justice for Young Dolph. Okay. Now people can say whatever they want to say, but for me to be promoting a back door, and ain't nobody gonna come on my channel promoting no back door. Okay. For me to be promoting with there's a back door, they tried to take one of Young, that's saying that Young Dolph's people did that. That's promoting the same thing that a lot of these cap vloggers been promoting, and I just can't go along with that narrative. And I kind of turned my eye up. And so now at people that do that, okay, I don't ever like for anybody to think that they have taken advantage of me. I see now how things kind of work on YouTube. It is to try, and you don't ever know the schemes that people try to run. It is to try to infiltrate that channel, get in good, and then try and steal those viewers so you can change those viewers' minds. I think that is what is going on. Hey, I have things going on outside of here, so I've always been very open about anybody that wanted to be helped. That's the way that I am. Go over there to that channel, do this, do that. But listen, I am not gonna play that game. CMG ain't nothing that I want to protect. If CMG didn't want the heat on them, what they should have did was they should have controlled their motherfucking emotions, okay? Because they were the ones that had a goddamn history of trying to take that boy out. If they didn't want the heat on them, if they don't want me dropping no jewels or want nobody talking about them, what they should have did as men was take that, put their music out, and go on. They wouldn't have to put their money into trying to pay people to promote another narrative as it relates to them. I can't be bought. Okay? Ain't nobody ever been able to buy me. They never will be. Okay, so I don't promote no narratives other than it started with Gotti and it's gonna end with Gotti. That's it. That's all. People can put out any type of crap they want to on their channel. That's their channel. You won't see it promoted over here. Period. You will never see it promoted over here. And anybody that tries to come into my chat and promote talking about a back door and try and take the focus off of what it really is, and I know that it is a promotion of something, trying to change a narrative, they're going to get blocked on my channel. Because see, I don't need certain people on my channel anyways. As a matter of fact, I don't even want them on my channel, certain folks. Okay, I don't even want them over here. I don't have an issue with people having their own opinion. But when I feel like there is an agenda to promote a certain thing and you think you're going to make a motherfucking fool out of me, I don't want your ass on my damn channel, period. And you're going to get blocked. Okay? It wasn't no motherfucking backdoor. What they did was they concocted a scheme to kill that boy. They had been trying to kill him for years. And they finally did it. And so now they want to say it was a back door. Now they went in back rooms and planned his death. That's what happened. And I'm through with that. Okay. I'm through with that. Cause see, I don't, I just don't get down with all of these, the salaciousness, as the lady said, of it all. Okay, well, it was a back door. Who was it? If he was backdoored and he was backdoored, who was it? Why don't you say it? Straight drop ain't above telling. Y'all see what I put in the members, and I don't give a fuck who get mad about it. That happened. So if he gonna tell on somebody, why don't he go ahead and tell on who opened the back door? That would mean if you're insinuating that Young Dolph's artist did it, those would be the first ones you drop the damn dime on. Those will be the first ones. Why don't they tell it? Cornelius ass talking. So how come Cornelius don't tell who opened the back door? You got other people talking. How come they don't tell who opened the back door? Trust me, Straight Drop ain't got to throw out no subliminals. He talking right to the damn people. And for some of these motherfuckers, y'all gonna stay y'all ass off my damn channel. Don't come over on I'm gonna tell you something. If you come over here promoting anybody else's channel, I'm blocking you. And I'm serious. And I know when they doing it, don't come in my chat promote nobody else's channel. I'm done with that. You're getting cussed out, and I don't care who you are, and you're getting blocked. Okay. I'm done with that. Because if it's meant for you to have a channel, God says if you build it, they'll come. Okay, start building your channel. Because I don't really know the agenda of people now. I see now people are not like me. They don't have the type of spirit that I have. See, I didn't come from no gutters and stuff, so I don't have agendas, right? Because see, whether I'm on here or not, I'm gonna make some money. So if they want their channels built, they'll work hard and build them, right? But as of right now, hey, you can't even, it's certain things you can't do. Okay, it's just certain things you can't do at this point because you don't ever know who you can trust. You don't even know who people are on here, to be honest. So hey, if you want to come in and hey, you can still have your difference of opinion. You're not going to promote a certain agenda on here because I'm not going to let you. But as far as any other stuff, hey, I'm don't we could talk business. Okay, if you want me to, it could be business as it relates to that, but I don't even want to deal with that. What I want is I just don't want snakish people around me, period. Or around my channel at period. Okay. Because one thing for sure, this is my channel. From day one, I have had the same stance, and it ain't gonna change. I've had the same stance from day one. It hasn't changed, and it's not gonna change. And as I said, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but it's gonna be what I said it was gonna be. It's been that thus far. Like I said, I can't do that. I'm not trying to confuse people. Okay. I'm not trying to confuse people. If it was a back door open, Straight Drop keep his damn mouth open. Cornelius keep his mouth open. The other ones that's talking been open their mouth. How come they ain't told who was at the back door? See, saying that there's a back door take the focus off of the people that actually sat in that room at Privé and plotted that boy murder. It wasn't like we don't know that they didn't want him dead because they had been trying to kill him. If Gotti had wanted it stopped, he's over all of them. How come he didn't stop it? He didn't do that. Okay? He didn't do it. That's been my stance from day one. He didn't do it. See, when you start talking about there's a back door open, what you're saying is that it keeps people guessing. It takes the focus off of, if you ask me, it's another form of jewelry tampering. And I don't play those types of games. Okay. So I feel like me as a person, I've been good to people. And I'm not saying that that people are supposed to do what I want them to do. Right. I never said that I know everything, but I come from an era, or I just came from another type of environment. Right. Hey, I've always respect people for how they feel, what they do. But one thing for sure, I don't slide around people like a snake with an agenda. Okay. So from this day forward, nobody can promote their channel on my channel. Okay. If it's meant for your channel to grow, okay, because one thing that I do know what happens is you help people to grow their channels. Then they let folks come up and talk bad about you. They turn on you. They have an agenda and everything else. The door is closed. I don't want no type of camaraderies, nothing as it relates to any I've been backstabbed consistently backstabbed. The one person that had been open with everybody, wanting to see everybody win. I don't want him on my channel. I don't want him in my chat. If they come into my chat trying to promote anything, they're getting blocked. And that's it, and that's all. And when they get through, I mean, it ain't gonna change nothing. I'm talking about, the people that's hoping. They pay people to mess with my channel. They concoct all types of little schemes. And me, because I have so much other stuff going on, I don't have a covenant spirit. When people tell me, Miss T, I think you need to watch that because I think this happening so that people doing this so that then they could do this and they could change the narrative. I'm like, oh, I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, like all of that stuff ends today. It ends today. Hey, I wish everybody well on what they do as far as their channels and stuff are concerned. But ain't nobody gonna come over here and bully me on my channel. Ain't nobody gonna come over here and change my mind about nothing. I've had the same stance. I didn't go looking for nobody. Folks came into my chat. Okay. So if I had the same stance when you came into my chat, it ain't gonna change. Right. They take your kindness for weakness. Absolutely. You're right. It is. It's a lot of folks that's involved that's on social media. I was looking at one person and I was like, every time this person come into my chat, they promoting this person's channel. Every single time, but I ain't even blocked her. But she gonna get blocked when she come in and do it again. No, they didn't take them because I'm gonna tell you what happened. People go to where they want to go. Okay. They didn't take them. People go to different channels. Right. I don't have no issues with that. I'm gonna tell you what I have issues with. And I don't even like to say that when they say people took your subs. No, they didn't take my subs because people are sub to different channels. I don't have that type of spirit where I go, well, because I've heard some vloggers say, well, you can only be on my channel. That's not how I live my life. I understand that people go to different channels. My brain is not even wired up like that. Okay. What they've done is I got over 15,000 subs and they are real. What they've done is they've messed with my channel where my notifications don't go out. They've jacked it up where people don't get notifications and even some more stuff. Okay. So because they can't stop me, what they do is they start trying to hijack some stuff. So I would never say that because you got everybody on here that is subscribed to more than one vlogger. They're subscribed to more than one vlogger. But what pisses me off is when I feel like some people think that they have made a fool out of me. Right. They blocked a lot of people on my page and some more stuff. But like I said, it's all good. Like I said, my stance has not changed. Like from day one, my stance has not changed. It has been the same. I'm not a double-minded person. I've always had a stable mind as it relates to being firm on what I believe in, especially if I have looked into it. It's not like everybody didn't know what happened to young Dolph. It's not like everybody didn't know what had happened. And it's the same way when people talk about the cookie shop. Nobody has ever told me that the cookie shop was involved. Nobody credible. Okay, so if somebody knows that the cookie shop was involved, hey, if they say the cookie shop was involved and they know something I don't know, then hey, they know something I don't know. But my stance has always been nobody credible has told me that. So let's just say somebody end up being involved in the cookie shop. I'm not gonna kick myself, shoot myself in the foot and go, oh my God, I was wrong. You know what I'm gonna say? If the Memphis Police Department does a breaking news and you hear the news say, or somebody at the Memphis Police Department tell me, well, look here, somebody at that cookie shop was involved. You know what I'm gonna say? Oh man, hey, somebody at the cookie shop was involved. I mean, that's it. That's all. That's all it is to say. I'm not gonna go back and forth about nothing. When they say, well, you said that they wasn't involved. Well, goddamn it, nobody credible had told me that. So I mean, and see, that's how I roll. Okay. So now somebody credible has said it. And so my stance will change. Okay. And that's it. And hey, I'm not trying to listen, I'm not trying to cause any division or anything like that. Trust me, I'm not. I'm not that type of person. But it's just that, like starting to hey, I wish everybody well on their channels and stuff. I want to see everybody do well on their channels, and that's that. Everybody is in their own lane, and hey, I wish everybody well on their channels, and that's it. Leo says, Tamara, the lady that just called in, said it's best you have a great channel and the content is always pure and genuine and open minded. Oh, absolutely. And listen, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to protect anybody, right? I know a lot of people, because a lot of times I be playing and stuff. I know that none of us are innocent. Okay. But as far as, talking about you know, tr- I've never done it. Just like I'm not going to accuse or be accusatory of something if I don't believe, that a person has done something, even as it relates to Yo Gotti. Okay. Yo Gotti, you hear people say they think Yo Gotti has something to do with what happened to his brother. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I don't believe he had anything to do with what happened to his brother. I think he loved his brother. So you're not going to hear me get on here and push that narrative because I feel a certain way about something that I think that he did. That's not how I live my life. And Lord forgive me for saying F him because I had just got emotional about it. And I try not to bring emotionalism in it. Y'all, the lines are open. If you all want to call in, you could definitely call in, okay? The number is up there on the screen. I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Tierney says, no justice, no peace. Long live King of Memphis. That's right, guys. Make sure you got, I mean, if you want to call in, you could definitely call in 901-479-7297. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Leave it to me to do something like that. It says, Tamara, they need to get out of their feelings too. You guys, if y'all want to call, okay, here it is. And remember, you guys, be respectful. Hold on, I have to put my codes in. If I don't answer in time, just call back.
Hello?
Hi, did you call Real Talk with Tamara?
Yeah, Karen.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hey, it's Leo.
Hey,
I
Leo.
said, let me call it. Yeah, it's Leo. I said, let me call it. I'm off work now.
Okay.
Call in.
Where are you calling from? What state is that?
Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Maryland.
I should have known. You kind of sound like Miss Kitty when you said Maryland.
Yeah, it's Maryland. But I'm closer to the DC side. I told you that before.
Okay.
But I just called in just to say, you know what I'm saying, on the other channel, you know what I'm saying. It get me through my day, you know what I mean. And I support what you do. I love your channel, man. That's all.
I appreciate that.
I just called in because everybody said, guys call in. I said, let me call in.
Well, I appreciate that. I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just got off from work and I just enjoy sitting, in, in the bush, listening and chatting with y'all.
Well, we appreciate you. We enjoy you being on the show.
Right.
Interacting and
stuff.
stuff.
I don't have much to say on the topic. I just put my little stuff in the chat, but I just had to put a voice with the and let y'all know, you know. I mess with all y'all. New to you, everybody. I mess with all y'all on here.
Okay, I appreciate
I'm gonna go back
that.
I'm gonna go back in the cut. I reached out, and I support the channel. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks for calling Real Talk with Tamara. Let me see. Y'all know I be having issues with this situation. Something gonna have to give if I'm gonna be using this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna call that person back. It's hard to even answer it. I'm trying to figure out how to use this though.
Hello.
Hi, you call Real Talk with Tamara?
Tam, this is Gristle.
Hey, Gristle. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just called.
I hadn't seen you in the chat in a long time. How you been?
I've been grinding. My daughter was sick, so that's what I've been kind of dealing with. My daughter, and then my son ended up getting sick, so I got that going on. But I heard you talking, and I just wanted to just come here and let you know that you inspire a lot of people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let no one knock you off your grind. I always got you 100%, you know what I'm saying, in terms of having your back. You know what I'm saying? I'm 10 toes down. Now, we may not agree on every single thing. I mean, that's the beauty of us having a community.
Right.
Is us seeing things from a different perspective, but at the same time, we all can still come together and still agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I love what you do. I love what you bring to the table, and I love the message that you trying to preach. So don't stop, and you keep on going. You know, you're going, and when you're growing, that's when a lot of people going, try to attack you. They're gonna try to hate. They're gonna try to pull you at every angle. That's when you know you're doing something right.
I agree. I appreciate that. And trust me, it seems like it's some type of different attack. Like every week, like I be working off of here. I have to work off of here, right? That's how I make my money. But it seems like when I come back, it's always something different. But I agree with you. You know, I think I've been very good about trying to respect people, even when I did not agree with how they felt. I let them get on my platform. You know, I let them express how they felt. But the audacity of people to ever think that they can come into my chat and get mad at me for not feeling the way they feel like I should feel. Hey, you seen how people have attacked me because they wanted to be able to change, wanted me to go along with their narrative as if I was some type of damn weak fool or something like that. But you're right. Hey, I've stood on whatever I believe, whatever it is that I've believed. I have not had any agendas. I don't go and slide up to people because I have an agenda. That's not how I live my life. But what I'm realizing is that we all come from different walks of life. Everybody is completely different. They are not the same as I am. I'm not the same as them. They're not the same as me. And so, hey, that's why I say I wish everybody the best. It's best everybody build their own channels, run. Hey, feel whatever, however you want to feel. Just be respectful.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know you probably got some people buzzing in, but I'm gonna say this right here. You know, one of the things that I do love about your channel and everybody else's channel, you know what I'm saying? The thing that you were doing, I think in the beginning when I first came on, is you would have people on that had a different perspective or may have not seen things from your angle. And to me, I thought that was good because you could have been one of them type of creators to be like, you know what, get off my page, cursing people loud, doing all that other stuff. But no, you still let people have their voice, and I think that's what people like and they respect it. Because to be honest with you, that's what people love. People don't want to see if we're gonna sit up here and agree on the same thing all the time, and people don't want to see that. Tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gristle, you clapping straight. You don't know what you're talking about. Or I'm gonna be like, Tam, I disagree with you, but at the same time, it could be respectful. Now, what I don't like is when people coming up in here hacking your page and doing all this other nonsense, making threats, saying F, young Dov and all that other stuff. Nah, that's taking it a little bit too personal. But as far as just disagreeing how you feel, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's true. Without getting emotional, because like I said, I don't ever get emotional when people don't feel the way that I feel. Hell, that would make me mentally ill to get mad at somebody because I can't convince them of what I feel like things, the way that I feel like things should be. I mean, I've never tried to do that. I get on here because it's my show, and I talk on my show, and people know exactly how I feel. They see the information that I have put out. I don't get mad at other people because of what they do. I think I have issues with agendas though. And even still people can have whatever agenda that they want to. But what they need to do is they need to build their agendas, keep it in their own house. That's all.
Right. Well, you keep on grinding, Queen. You got my support 100%. Like I said, don't let them get to you. Just use that as motivation and use them as a stepping stool. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, and as
God
far
bless.
as far as the hackers and stuff, trust me, everything that has a beginning has a ending. Everything has an end date.
Right.
But I appreciate
Yeah,
you calling in.
they're doing it to my page too. It's down there. Matter of fact, they got me on a strike now on a community strike. I guess somebody didn't like what I had posted, so.
But you know what the sad thing about it is it's mainly coming from black people, or you know, they get with the culture vultures. Black people are, a lot of black people are so um messed up, right? They get gratification when they get with a lot of these hackers that are culture vultures. They have all of these, they found out they can make a lot of money off of YouTube. So if they push a narrative, if they get a bunch of damn cuckabug heads and say, well, look, I can hack this channel. All we got to do is run them off and I'll give you some crumbs, and I'll teach you how to hack, because it's just all about the violations to us, being able to violate each other. That's the gratification, even though they only getting crumbs, and the culture vultures, you know, get all the money because they the ones got all these off-brand pages, getting all these views, and the stuff that they put out don't even sound right, but they have a lot of black people working with them. And then what happens? They end up throwing the black folks up under the bus. So when all of this stuff is found out, it's going to be the black folks to go to jail, and not necessarily the whites or the Iranians and the Mexicans that's working with them doing the hacking, because they don't have any loyalty to the black people. Mark my words.
Well, I say this one last thing. I know I said I was gonna get out, but I'm gonna say this though, Mr. Turner. I think the thing about YouTube that they've done from it's changed over the years. That they tend to take the freedom of speech away, you know, and it's like you can't say what you really want to say without people getting offended or something like that. It used to not be like that. We used to be able to come on here and really express, but now we got to talk in code and stuff. And that's some of the things that, you know, I don't really like. But you're right. You were 100% right on what you were just saying. I agree with you. Throwing people under the bus and selling our own people out, man, it's sad.
It's just like what's happening to Diddy. We know that there's a bigger, when you know we see the issue with Diddy and all of the stuff that Diddy did. We understand that Diddy has a handler. Diddy didn't really have the power. It was people that enabled him, that worked in the background, that enabled him to have the power, which is the real problem, right? And that's kind of like what's going on YouTube. These niggas don't know how to hack, a lot of them, but they go and they get those that do know how to hack, and they ready to throw them up under the bus. And just like I don't give a damn about Diddy going to jail, because he took a lot of pride and gratification and hijacking his own community, jacking those artists and stuff out of their money. I don't give a damn about these cuckabug kids that's get ready to go to jail for being involved in this hacking and these schemes that they're running on here.
Yeah, and they deserve to, especially, you know, hard-working queen like yourself and everybody else just trying to stay out of people's business and just trying to promote their channels the right way. So, like I said, you don't mess with guys, people, but you just keep on grinding, keep on, like I said, you keep on grinding, keep on hustling, and I love everybody in the chat, man, and God bless y'all.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Shout out to Gristle. Let me call this person back. I believe that's Miss Kitty.
Hello.
Hi, did you call Real Talk? Did you call Real Talk with Tamara?
How you doing, Tam?
I'm doing good.
It's Gerald, Mr. McCall from Baltimore.
Hey, Gerald, how you doing?
You know, yeah, I've been checking your show out. Everything good. Y'all doing y'all thing down there.
Well, thank you. I have a lot of people from Baltimore to watch.
Okay. When I was shocked that I'm talking to you on the phone, I use, I send it my cash app when I can. Doing something, just cause y'all doing doing positive things, and your content is reaching a lot of people. It is a lot, and this is for a real reason why what's going on. They ain't hit a real bombshell yet. I'm at to give you the 411 on the bombshell about what they're doing.
Okay.
I think y'all already know with the properties and stuff that they undermining people with.
What are they doing?
That's all that's going on for real. But I don't want to talk too much.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cameron?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I done something. Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? I think you made a mistake and hit the mute button or something.
Hello?
Can you hear?
On hold.
No, you're not on hold. I can hear you. Okay, I think he's gonna have to call me back. I think he made a mistake and hit something because I could hear him. He couldn't hear me for some reason, and he wasn't on mute because he was on speaker. You guys, please like, share, and subscribe, okay? And listen, like I said, I was not trying to say anything against anybody. Hey, I be wishing everybody the best on here. I'm blessed and highly favored. I don't have a covetousness spirit or anything like that. So I don't ever want to feel like I'm one of those ones because I was raised differently. To block the blessings of other people. I don't concoct schemes to the only time that we get together and come up with strategies is me and other investigators when we getting ready to go on a mission, and we come up with strategies to execute our missions. But you better believe we make thousands of dollars to do that. YouTube don't pay me to do stuff like that. And that is to execute a mission. It's not to get on here and to strategize against other vloggers. That would make me miserable. Okay, that would make me miserable. So I don't do stuff like that. So I would never say to anybody, you've never heard me say it, not to go to somebody's channel. That's not how I live my life. I don't wish anything bad against anybody's channel. And hey, I want to see everybody's channel grow. But I think I've just come to a point where hey, I've had enough as far as helping people and then being backstabbed. I'm not going through 2024 being backstabbed. It's just easier for everybody to be cordial and to wish everybody the best from afar and move on. And that's what I plan to do. I decided that today when I make up my mind on stuff, because see, I'm very giving and it's not taking advantage of me. It's just that I'm a giver, because I taught you help people and then I get it back tenfold. That's the type of mindset that I have. But hey, it's whatever. I still wish everybody the best. But in order to protect my energy and my aura, like hey, I'm not saying I'm not going to support other people's channels, because hey, I will, but anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Maybe this is them calling back. Thanks for calling Real Talk with Tamara. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I can hardly hear you.
You can't hardly hear me? Hold on, let me
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, Paula.
Hey, Paula. I don't know what the other person was having issues with. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you much better.
Okay. I was going to say I don't reckon
So,
they done hack the because you know they sick on here. They sick. So
I was
thanks.
being
It's good to
obedient.
hear your voice, Paula.
I was being obedient. Diane said, Paula, you just call in. I'm like, oh my gosh. But listen, I work like a Hebrew slave. So a lot of times I don't get to be on your live. But let me tell you, I catch it anytime I can. Even midnight, I'm up listening after the live is finished. I'm up listening. But what I want to say tonight is I love your show. You're very inspirational.
Thank you.
And I just want you to continue. Follow your soul purpose. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a blessing. So I just want you to know that.
I appreciate
and
that.
For the chat, I say hi to everybody. Send my love to everybody. And also, I know right now Memphis is on fire. And a lot of people have so many different takes on what's going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just say this. When they took Adolph Thornton Jr. out of this realm, it was the wrong thing to do. I'm talking to you and I got goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
It was the wrong thing to do. And Dove is an amazing soul in the afterlife. He's strong. He's powerful. And let me tell you something. He is pinning. Even after, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
That he was taken away from us. His energy is off the chain. And let me tell you something. DMG, Yo Gotti, and all of them who is involved in his demise, they're going to go down. They have to go down this time around.
Yeah.
They cannot survive. They cannot be prosperous. Nothing good can come their way. It can't happen. It just cannot happen. The laws of the universe will not allow Yo Gotti and his family and everybody who's involved and agree with what they did to that young man cannot prosper. They will never prosper. So we're going to sit back and we're going to watch what happened with his case. That case in Memphis is a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of cover-up. It's a lot of backhandedness. It's a lot of treachery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on with that case.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he's going to get his justice.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Are you Jamaican?
So I just wanted to say my little piece.
Are you
so thankful I get the opportunity to come.
Are you Jamaican, Paula?
You
have an accent. Are you Jamaican?
Huh?
Are you Jamaican?
Yes. I'm Jamaican.
So you're from the islands.
I'm in America.
So what part of Jamaica are you from?
I've been in America for over 20-something years.
Oh, okay. So what part?
My accent just won't go.
But that's part of who you are. It should never go. If I was you, I wouldn't want it to go.
I know, but because I work with so many Caucasian people and, American people, you would think like, I would probably, I don't know, but for some reason, I just can't change how I talk.
Well, you shouldn't try to change it. Don't you hear my Southern drawl? I have a deep Southern accent.
Yeah,
I couldn't change it if I wanted to. I couldn't change it if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm a Jamaican girl.
What part of Jamaica are you from?
I call the Jamaican food, the nice Jamaican food. I cook everything.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me about some of those healthy recipes that they use in Jamaica, to cleanse your system and all of that.
Absolutely.
Because you're a nurse,
I
aren't
see
you,
that you're not
Paula?
yet
Aren't you a
using, so-
nurse?
Huh?
Aren't you a nurse?
Yes, I'm a nurse. So I work with Alzheimer's people, residents.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always locked in an Alzheimer's unit. So my little escape is to listen to your lives at night when I'm at work. When I can't come on, I come. Sometimes I can't because in the night, the residents, they tend to get sundown.
Oh.
So they get a little more erratic, more agitated, more crazy. Yeah, so it's kind of hard for me to be on your live. I have to be paying attention, doing my rounds, checking on them, making sure everybody all right, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what part of Jamaica are you from? Is it Kingston?
Yes. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh, wow. Is it really as bad in Kingston as they say?
Listen, let me tell you something. Crime in Jamaica is everywhere, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. But Kingston is the capital. So you'll find more action there. But when you go to like the tourist areas, like Ocho Montego Bay, Duns River Falls, it's kind of a little bit calmer, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But Jamaica's a nice country.
I've been to Montego Bay and I love it. And I'm trying to go back because I loved Montego Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. We're hardworking. I mean, like, people make fun of me all the time. Like, how many jobs do you have? Because at one point I had 4 jobs.
Oh,
like,
wow.
girl, I didn't work in the house.
Well,
But,
I
you know,
love
it is
listening
what it is.
to Bob Marley, and he was very conscious, and I love Peter Tosh. He was very conscious too, and I really wanted to go visit their houses because I know they when I was in Montego Bay is like 2 hours away from Kingston, I think, but it started raining. The resort that we were staying at was actually going to take us there, but they drive so crazy in Jamaica. But I plan on going back. We stayed 4 days at that resort, and I plan to go back because it had everything. I was just in heaven around all of that water. It was so beautiful.
It is. Let me tell you, the food is off the chain. You cannot go
Yes,
to Jamaica
indeed.
and
The
come back
fish.
and
Oh my God.
5 pounds, 10 pounds.
I missed the food so much. Like the fish was so good. Like, I don't know, like they had spicy cooking oil or something, but we stopped at a fish hut and they was everywhere. And that was my first time ever having parrotfish. Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, the food is off the chain. I ain't gonna lie to you, off the chain. Yeah, beautiful island, beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But I just wanted to come, give her my little 2 cents, and let the chat know I love everybody. I'm very peculiar. Certain things I don't. If it don't sit well with my spirit, I'm not gonna listen to it because I'm the type of person like this. I can't go around the situation. I can't pitter-patter around. I have to deal with it head on, and I can't try to side on one side, but I know that's not the way it is. It's the other way. So certain times I don't go on. I don't hate nobody. I wish everybody all the best, but me can't put myself in that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because what they did to Young Dog was wrong, and everybody know what they did to him. So when you pick up at around the bush and you're trying to blame the man, oh, he shouldn't say this, he shouldn't say that, oh, he disrespect this. No. What is wrong? You have no business going on the man in the damn city shop. You have a family.
Right.
And you expect that you're going to survive and you're going to prosper?
Right.
They're crazy. It will never happen.
No, it won't happen.
God will never let it happen.
That's true.
So, you know, I'm a lot emotional when I come on to this situation with Young Dog because it just irritates me that people try to paint another picture and try to go around to find another way. No, it's not. It is what it is. you know?
I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I love everybody in the chat, and I want to say good night to everybody in the chat. Have a blessed night. Miss Summer, you take care of your sweet self. I'll always support your channel. Even if I'm not on your live, just know that I'm in the bushes listening or whatever. And you continue to do what you do because you're blessed and highly favored.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome, my dear. Have a good night.
Oh, you
Bye,
too.
guys.
Bye-bye. Shout out to Paula for calling in. She's always very supportive of the channel. I really appreciate her so much for everything, you know, just for being a subscriber and for also being as supportive as she is of this channel. I appreciate everybody though. But I agree, you know, I think I've said this from the very beginning, you know, what happened to Young Dolph, regardless to, you know, the things that Young Dolph has said. Hey, right is right and wrong is wrong. There was no reason for them to take him out. I'm not a hater. I've always said that Yo Gotti is talented. There are people that thinks that Yo Gotti is more talented than Young Dolph. There are people that think that Young Dolph is more talented than Yo Gotti. Hey, that's a matter of opinion. So I don't get into that because hey, that a person can think whatever it is that they want to think. My issue is that Yo Gotti and Young Dolph was extremely talented. They could have really did what Baby and Master P did for New Orleans because Master P and them, as far as I'm concerned, I know they say that Jay Prince put the South on, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as my era, I feel like Master P really helped to put the South on he did it in a big way. Even though we had some national artists and stuff to come out of Memphis, Memphis has always been a trend-setting, talented city. It seems like every city has its time, just like what you saw in Alabama. I was so proud because I like the state of Alabama. I was so proud when I saw Honeycomb Brazy get out and start blazing and start putting the whole state on his shoulder, like especially Mobile. And I mean, he was just really making the whole state of Alabama look good. He was going to help to pave the way because they have their own dialect and slang and stuff for a lot of artists down there. That's normally what artists do when they start to blow up like that. So I was really loving that because I love it when the South, who has always set trends and didn't get their props. I'd be proud to see that, right? Not just for Tennessee or Mississippi or Arkansas, but for other states. But I think that Young Dolph and Yo Gotti could have done the exact same thing that that Master P and Baby did, and everybody heard a whole lot of rumors and stuff about Baby and Master P and stuff not getting along, but they dare not allow that whatever friction they had going on, all you heard was whispers. They dare not at that time let anybody outside of the state of Louisiana, or better yet, outside of New Orleans, get in that, because when you saw them winning awards and stuff at the award shows and stuff, even when you heard the rumors that they were beefing, their artists were not getting along or blase, they would get up on that stage and Master P would say, shout out to Cash Money, they doing their thing in New Orleans, because they understood it was enough money for everybody. They wanted to make their city and their state look good, especially their city. So nobody really knew. It would confuse people, and that it could have been the same way. You didn't hear about Baby and Master P and them trying to take each other out, because Baby knew he had a good roster. Master P was making money. He knew he had a good roster, so they just didn't get in each other's lanes, right? But when you go out of your way to start trying to block somebody, see, every man has to be accountable take accountability for what they do. Hey, I grew up around DJ Paul. Okay, we grew up in the same neighborhood. Okay. When we moved over there, DJ Paul and them was living over there. DJ Paul, I didn't know Juicy J and Project Pat. I think they did grow up in North Memphis, okay? But Paul and Ricky, which is Infamous Lord or whatever, they was living in Twinkletown already when we moved over there. Paul's dad was a very successful businessman, and he had a pest control company, and they had a nice home. They lived really good. Okay. So hey, when they was talking about Paul had blackballed Yo Gotti, I never had any doubt about that. I grew up around Paul. Paul was always joking. He was real funny and stuff, but he had a mean streak. So I can believe that, right? So it was wrong when DJ Paul and them did it to Yo Gotti for whatever reasons. Hey, you got an issue with a man, you take that issue up with that man, but to try to block him from eating, I never agree with that. You can't. How you gonna block a man from feeding his family? You're not God, right? So when people say that, Paul and them did it to Gotti, I've always said, I say, hey, I believe it because I grew up around Paul. I believe he did it. Okay, I knew Paul very well. I believe that he did it. Okay, so if I believe that Paul did it, when they say that Gotti did it to young Dolph, that was wrong. I don't ever say, well, Gotti did it to Dolph because Paul did it to him. Every man has to take accountability for what they do. Okay. Gotti was wrong for trying to block young Dolph, and young Dolph had every reason to feel the emotions that he felt. That's all I'm saying. People have to take accountability for what they do and not try to push things off on, well, it had happened to him. Well, it was wrong when it happened to him. But I mean, he's in charge of his own emotions, right? He knew what they was doing to the young man was wrong. It really could have been something big, because Young Dolph's roster was completely different from Yo Gotti's roster, right? Even Yo Gotti, all of the young men on Yo Gotti's roster, even the affiliates of his company, they all have a different sound because these young men are talented around the Memphis area. They have different sounds, right? Even the same dialect. We all have the same Southern drawl and dialect because we're from out of Memphis, right? But they still have a different sound and talent. And so they really could have made it something big. But anytime you start thinking that you can play God and take somebody out just because you feel a certain way, you have crossed the line. And as I say, it's a lot of the consumer's fault, because we should have held a lot of feet to the fire. Okay, if y'all gonna be shooting at this boy, they have been trying to kill him for 5 years. If y'all gonna be shooting at him, so what's gonna have to happen is we're not gonna buy your records. We're not gonna buy your artist records. And so that would have made the record companies and the people that really control stuff in the background, that would have made them make them act right. Okay. They would have made them, okay, well, we ain't making no money. We can't put no money behind you. We think y'all need to change that. Y'all need to fix that. Right. And so that's why I say the consumers have to be held accountable too, because we don't hold people responsible when we can hold them responsible by pulling back our resources. Right. Sometimes that's the only way people will act right, when you start letting them know we're going to pull that money back. And so all I'm saying is everything that happened, it's not the fact that I want to see Yo Gotti go to jail. Hell, I wish it never happened. I wish it never happened. I wish young Dolph can be with his family. I wish a lot of these other young men, I wish Jook could be with his family. I don't know what is behind what happened to Big Jook. I just know I hate that it happened to him. I was not happy about that happening to Big Jook. I'm not an evil person. And so I wish none of this stuff, all I'm saying, I wish it never happened, and it never should have happened. But since it happened, everybody that's involved has to be held accountable. Every man has to be accountable for every decision that they make. My dad used to always say that you got to make a decision, but just know, whether good or bad, you're going to be held accountable for whatever decision you make, whether it's a good decision or bad decision. There is going to be some type of outcome. Okay. And so unfortunately, when you plot to kill people and you put hits on people, there is a outcome. Okay, there's an outcome. Y'all hit the like button. The real Lord action says, yeah, they definitely took Johnny out. He gave black people hope. Rest in peace to OJ and Johnny. Yeah, they did. Yeah, and like I said, I wish everybody the best, but I'm just gonna start doing things differently on this channel. My eyes has been open to quite a bit of stuff. It's not like, I wasn't being told anyways, but hey, I have the type of personality. I'm like, okay, so what? Everybody can win. And hey, I still want everybody to win, but I'm just gonna do things differently. Um Anybody else want to call in? Y'all could definitely call in at this point, y'all. We're just kind of vibing anyways. This is your long suffering, but now it's a wrap. You guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, I don't know what's going on with my notifications because I normally I get, like I said, I'm from my other channel, I'm subscribed on here. I ain't got a notification yet that I'm on. It's something when I hear them puppies crying or hollering. They throw little temper tantrums like real babies. He says my client is trying to call you. Okay, the line is open. It's 901-479-7297. You could call. And you could call. I mean, we just kind of freestyling now. We already talked about OJ. We talked about Diddy. I guess now we just kind of just talking about whatever we want to talk about. So you can call in and talk about whatever. Tam, Key Glock dropped the remix to Let's Go featuring Dolph tonight. Really? Oh, wow. Shout out to Key Glock. It's amazing to me how well, nothing. It's off? Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I don't reckon they done hacked the little thing, y'all. Hold on, let me see. He said it's ringing on his end, so we can ready to see what's going on. Hold on, let me see. Okay, he's an older retired veteran. I can't wait to talk to him. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see what's going on because I'm holding it in my hand. It's not ringing. Hold on. Oh, that. Whoosh. Oh, this it's got an ugly ring. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm calling them back. Y'all see how long it take me to figure this little thing out.
Hello?
Hi, did someone call Real Talk with Tamara?
Oh, yeah, I did. Cameron, hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. I think I called you earlier. You know, I'm the guy that called you this evening. You told me to call back about when I asked you, could I speak about OJ?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I missed y'all. Yeah, I think I missed y'all earlier topics. I did want to kind of get your input, Tamara, on the. I mean, I know we all got to leave here one day. I did want to kind of get your input on what you think about his death because I've never heard of OJ just having cancer.
I think they did something to him when he went to jail. You know, they over sentenced him, giving him 9 years, talking about an armed robbery. The man didn't have a gun. All he did was went into a hotel room and told the people, give me my stuff that y'all stole back. And they give him 9 years.
Exactly.
And so when he goes to jail, OJ was healthy when he went in. He comes out and all of a sudden now he's no longer here. I think when he went to jail, that was the opportunity for them to get him sick.
I agree with you, Tamara, because I mean, I think about OJ and let me see, the first one who left was it Kim Kardashian's father?
Yeah, he died like in what 2000 or 1999 or something.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know exactly the year. And then Johnny Cochran left.
They did something to him. He had brain cancer.
No, everybody definitely believe that. They just had it in for Cochran because the populace believed that he let a killer loose.
Also, Johnny Cochran had taken a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit, where there were some people that he was working to try to get reparations for Black people. So they couldn't have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. So that even fans of flames, if you put it that way, Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this though, and I wish it was some kind of way where I can only say condolences to OJ's family because we can all speculate, but no one knows truly whether the man really did it or not. We can only make assumptions because it's just hard for me to believe if there's two people that get unalive or taken out, that you just gonna stand there while the other person's getting unalive. So
I agree.
That's my whole issue with it. So I don't know exactly what else you guys were talking about.
Well, we was talking about P. Diddy. One of the young ladies that was filing a lawsuit against him, she dropped the lawsuit. So I don't know if they actually paid her out of it, but it seems like to me he's starting to pay folks off to try to get out of this.
Which one of the girls dropped the lawsuit?
The nanny, lady who said that he unjustly fired her because she was his live-in nanny, but she got pregnant and she wasn't married, and he said that was a bad influence on his children, and he fired her.
Okay, so what about the lawsuit? Because I see all kind of stuff coming across the YouTube page. You remember he had the group Danny the Kane, those girls?
Yeah.
And from what I hear, one of those girls are trying to sue him, and then that other group, when they was making the band, I believe they were called the band, if I'm not mistaken. Some of these people are trying to sue him.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like P. Diddy really pissed off the wrong people.
Yeah, he pissed off the wrong people, but you have to reap what you sow. It had to happen. It had to happen some kind of way. Because one thing for sure, we know he was doing a lot of evil stuff to folks. So, as far as messing with their livelihoods and blackballing them, and so I guess his payback has come back in this form. So he finally get the opportunity to taste how a lot of the people he has made feel down through the years felt. He's on the other side of that now, of that gun.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He hasn't been a lot of people's favorite person. But I just wanted to get through and just get your perspective on that, Tamara. And I'm going to sit back and what you call the bushes and talking those back, because I know I need to be asleep, because I usually get up about 4:30 in the morning and head to work at about 5. But I'm going to just listen to the rest of your show. And it's JT, by the way, so you'll know me when you probably be calling in.
Okay, JT. Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in.
All right, you take care here.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, thanks.
I appreciate all the people that's been calling in. I think more people feel more comfortable with calling in on the phone. Then I wish I had, did this a long time ago rather than dropping the link, because it sure would have saved me a lot of trouble as far as all of this hacking and stuff. But I didn't know that it was so many twisted people that was, overgrown and rusty and almost dead on the internet hacking and scrapping for crumbs, because my mind don't work like that. I have another type of mindset. Anyways, y'all know I have to go ahead and get one in. It wouldn't be like me not to, but I be telling the truth on them. Yeah, last night was so fun. We had so much fun last night. We had like a girls' night last night where we talked about a lot of girl fun stuff. We're gonna have to do that like once a week. I don't know if we need to do that like in the members, because like I think sometimes like people be getting scared. I mean, be getting offended. Like we start talking about a lot of stuff like we was talking about last night. I know I have older people on here, but guess what? I have I cannot think of her name, and she was in the members, and she was talking about she was like, Tamara, I think she said like she's 67 years old or 70 years old. And I was like, oh my God, y'all know we was in the members, we was talking about some stuff. We was talking about doggy style and all that. And listen, she was like, she was married. She's like, wait a minute, Tamara. I believe she said, didn't she say she was 70? I'm 70 years old and I still love doggy style. I hollered. Oh my God. But we was in the members talking about it. I was apologizing. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We was just in here being fast. And she was like, no. I'm 70. I'm married. I'm 70 years old. And I still love the doggy style. I hollered. Thank you, JT, for the $5 super sticker. I think it's healthy to talk about a lot of like different stuff. I think what a lot of people don't understand is like, they I know, sex is when they talk about sex, it's supposed to be something private and sacred and all of that. Hey, I believe that, but I think it's okay to talk about it. I think when you start talking about it in certain ways, that's when it becomes something else. Like, because sometimes people can go too far as it relates to that. I don't know, they can be too nasty with it. I think they could be too nasty with it. Oh my god! See, I be forgetting. I be forgetting that it be people in the bushes. She said, Tamara, this ex-veteran says he got a dog style for you. Lord have mercy. Y'all was too much for YouTube last night, and y'all be having me feeling bad for stuff I've done over the years. Because y'all know how we get when we start talking about, the men and stuff, all that cheating that they like to do. We be making the men feel bad for cheating. Y'all was, yeah. Yep, you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Anyways, you guys, I had said that I was gonna get back on to talk about OJ, and I did. It's almost 12 midnight, and I gotta be at the office in the morning for sure. Child, I was supposed to go over there to that office today, and so now I gotta go over there and do what I was supposed to do today, and do today's stuff and tomorrow's stuff. I always do that to myself. I always end up just doing myself real dirty as far as with my deadlines and stuff. I push myself to the limit when I could have really. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to look at doing stuff another way. But anyways, you guys, I really enjoyed you guys tonight as always. I appreciate all of my subscribers, and like I said, I wish all content creators the best. I wish them the best with their channels and stuff. I hope that they grow beyond measures. I'm blessed, so I don't ever have any disdain for anyone. But hey, listen, yeah, I just have a new mindset as it relates to hey, just being on the island on my own. And I appreciate the support, you know. And there, there are a lot of, other content creators that I really respect a lot. It's a whole lot of them. I respect Double Tap, um, Double Tap is really cool. There are a lot of content creators that's doing their own thing. They have a originality about them. I think everybody has an originality. It's just a lot of them. Alabama here. It's a lot of content creators that I really do respect, right? And I wish them the best. All of the Memphis vloggers and stuff, I definitely wish them the best. I thought that all of the Memphis vloggers, even when we had a difference of opinions, I thought at least we still had a certain amount of respect, because there are some Memphis vloggers that from the very beginning I never agreed with. I was like, I don't listen. I don't been more agree with this, but hey, I have still have nothing. Even then, I had nothing but respect for them. Even some of the stuff was funny to me, but hey, with them being in Memphis and grinding and stuff, um, and as anywhere, I ain't had nothing but respect for them, and I still do. I wish all of the Memphis vloggers definitely the best, and I want to see all of them, all of us do well. Like I said, I think the young Dolph, what happened to young Dolph, you, I guess it has, it people are divided, as it relates to that. I never was divided as it relates to what happened to young Dolph, because as I always said, I always had a stance, and my stance was like the right side. But I guess it can divide people. you know um I don't see why there should be division, when, and I'm talking about as it relates to a whole now, when everybody has a difference of opinion. I don't see why it should, but hey, it's unfortunate. That's how it happens. Hey, I see that any and everybody can have an originality. You see, True that he's got his, he likes, he tell hood stories, and I think that's a really cool original thing to do. Everybody has some type of story that nobody else knows as it relates to anything in their state. I think the same thing was happening when it was, things were going on with Mo3, down in Dallas. I think all of the Dallas vloggers had they had a difference of opinion based on their perception of stuff, right? And hey, you can't do anything but respect people, for that. But anyways, you guys, I enjoyed you all tonight. As always, I'm gonna try to get on in the morning before I go, and before I go to the office. I'm gonna try to get on and do morning coffee, because y'all know I have not done morning coffee. Where we'll talk about some things, and then I'll probably get on tomorrow night. I don't know. Depends on how my day go at the office, right? But anyways, as always, I appreciate you guys so much. I do love you guys, okay? I want you all to know that, hey, if nothing else, we can agree to disagree and move on. We have to, I respect you all. I love you all. Y'all make this channel what it is. And I don't say I love you because I'm programmed to say it. I say I love you because I have a lot of love on the inside of me. That's what I was taught to do, was to, hey, tell people that you love them, because sometimes that's what a person needs, right? It's for you to tell them that you love them. You never know how much life and energy your words will put back into a person. You might say that at just the right time when they think that nobody loves them or they're not worthy of love. At least you know that there is somebody that truly has love on the inside of them, that loves to spread that, okay? That loves to spread that love energy, because I do. I love to spread the love energy, right? I know I fuss and stuff a lot, but I am a lovable person, okay? But anyways, I love you guys. I want you guys to have a good night. I'll talk with you later.